what's up, Grumpy Nation? Today I'm back with my first ever Hot Toys action figure. This is the AVP Elder Predator 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 325 from Hot Toys, and oh my god, this thing is ridiculous. So checking out the package first, you can see this thing is super rad. It looks like this is a picture of the actual figure, which is pretty cool, and it's got some great graphics on it. Nice side on the box there, and then on the back it gives you a picture of his mask and his spear, and it has credits, which is great. The cool thing about Hot Toys is it gives you credits almost like a movie, who designed it, who did the painting, all that stuff. So very cool box. I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy for you and I'll show you what's up. Here he is out of the box. What? Are you kidding me? This thing is ridiculous. Now I have him posed already. I messed with the hands, messed with them a little bit, did some kind of little side review on it and kind of just looked at him real up close and try to give you guys a better idea of what we are looking at. So he does come with 3 sets of hands. He's got one that actually holds stuff, so that's the one that he's holding the spear with, and then the other hand, and here's the other hand that's holding, you can hold it in the other hand if he wants to. We've got the closed fist hand here. Open hand, I actually have it on him right now, but that's the open hand. But I mean, look at the detail on this. This thing is crazy. Look at that. Very cool. And then he's got his blades on his wrist. Now, a lot of toys you'll see have the retractable blades, like a NECA or a McFarlane even, I think, has it, where the blades just pull out. Well, these don't. And not only that, but these are metal. So you have 3 extensions. So you have the short ones that are like already in. And then you've got medium and long. So the medium ones are like that, right? But this thing here, I'm gonna hit my ring on it. It's metal, okay? And it's sharp. No joke, when I was opening it, I was trying to switch out a hand and I slipped and I stabbed my thumb and it bled. So this is an actual metal piece, so be careful when you're doing this. Here's the big one, and this thing, look at that. Thing is giant, man. Giant blades, and I haven't even messed with these yet, so we'll do it together. Moving forward, we've got his helmet here. Now, you cannot put the helmet on his face, which kind of sucks. It would be cool to put it on there. And I kind of messed with it just to see what he would look like. And he would look badass. So that really sucks to me that you cannot put the helmet on. But the detail on this helmet, it's just, look at that. It's got these little strings with the skulls hanging down and the beads and stuff. And then it's got this just amazing look, like a little mech, kind of mech stuff on the side there. It's got the Predator symbols there. I mean, that detail. So definitely cool, but definitely bummed that you cannot put the helmet on him. That kind of sucks. And then I'll go ahead and take the spear out. All right, now here's the spear. The detail on this is really cool. Now those are not metal, they are plastic. But again, you've got the little baubles and beads and little skulls on that. And then these blades actually do retract. So you can make the spear, you gotta be careful though. You can make the spear go all the way back in like that. And like that. So you can make it small, which is pretty cool. And there's the spear fully retracted. All right, guys, let's get into this figure. Now, I will say there are a couple things I don't like about it already, but they are outweighed by how phenomenal the detail is on this thing. I mean, I have always wanted a Hot Toys figure, and I could never pull the trigger on which one I wanted first until I saw this. Now, this is a new release figure. This is the second version of the Elder Predator. The last one had more traditional armor, and it didn't have this cloak. And this cloak is probably my favorite thing about this. I just absolutely love the cloak on this guy. It's made out of this really sheen cloth, and it's heavy at the bottom. So it just drapes down and it hangs down. I mean, it's just, it's so freaking rad. The thing I didn't like about it, there's a couple things. His wrist guards tend to slip down when you're trying to move the hands around and stuff, and they kind of slide off his forearms. Both of them do it. Also, the hands aren't that easy to get in and out. They are not ball jointed. They're on these little pegs. I guess they are on a ball joint, but the peg sticks out, and it's really hard to get it in there, and that's how I stabbed myself earlier. Those 2 things really bother me. Other than that, though, I can't complain. This figure is about $250, about $250, which is, for Hot Toys, I feel like a decent price for what you're getting, and the detail on this is insane. So let me get up close on this figure, and we can try to look at stuff a little bit closer. Stand, and it's got the Alien vs Predator logo there, and it does say Elder Predator, which is cool. And then it's got this little crotch hook, and you can just pull it out, so you can actually extend it a little bit depending on where you want to put it. But you got to put it pretty much to the max to get underneath his crotch there to make sure he doesn't fall over. And you definitely need it. I've stood him up without it, but I do not want this thing falling and breaking, so I'm going to do that. Now let's take a look at his face first of all. Now I have heard some people complain about his eyes, that they look weird. They do look a little cross-eyed, but if you've seen the Predator movies, that's kind of how their eyes look. And from far away, you can't really see it that much. So I'm not too worried about it. I actually like it. I think it looks pretty rad. The detail on this thing, on the face and the sculpt, these are actually like hard plastic, and they're kind of sharp. Now you cannot take these mandibles off. On some other Predators from Hot Toys, you can take these off and switch out an open mouth or put the helmet on and vice versa. Because you can't put the helmet on this one, the mandibles are not removable, which I actually like better because you don't see the seam. On the other ones, you can see like a seam right here, and it just kind of takes away from it. I just love this thing though. Now the dreads are this heavy rubber, so if you move them around, they tend to stay where you put them, which I think is awesome. I mean, you can really get these things individually moved around, which is fantastic. And he's got this collar piece that's really detailed. Now I want to show you the cloak. Now as far as the cloak is concerned, he's got this chain. So you basically take the head off, you put the chain around the neck, and then you put the head back on and you've got this cloak. And I mean, you can really pose this cloak any way you want it. You can drape it over his shoulder like that. Look at his dreads, how they like kind of bounce around and stuff. It's freaking awesome, dude. Armor is just done really well. It's painted really well. It looks kind of worn. It's got like pores in it, which is great. This necklace comes with it. It's got skulls on it. You can kind of mess with it. And then of course he's got his little Predator wrist guard with the little punchy numbers. Very cool. Now this is what I was saying about the wrist guard. You got to really like push it back to get it away from the hand, which it doesn't bother me that much. It's just really annoying when you're trying to put the hands on because they're kind of hard to get on. You can really pose the hands. Now they don't go too far back, but pretty cool. And this mesh is an actual cloth kind of mesh around him, which is great. It's like real netting. It's not painted on or anything like that. Around you got the regular armor again. Back here you've got the regular armor with his little packs and whatnot. And over here. And then this is cool. This came with it as well. This is a little sheath on the side here. And you plug in the sheath there, and then it's got a blade, which again is metal. This thing is heavy, man. This is like an actual metal blade. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Look at that. So very cool on that. Moving down to his feet, he's got his little Predator sandals on with his big Predator feet. Now this has over 30 points of articulation, so you can really pose him. Now it does get hindered a little bit because of this armor, because it's rubber, so you can't really do too much there. But then he's got the elbow joints real stiff, so it's no joke. And when you have his arms down, you can actually kind of see the joint, and I think they did a great job putting this mesh there, so you don't really see it too much. His legs do go out and forward. You can hear it click, right? So you can get him. Now he does have knee articulation as well, which is great. So if you really wanted to get into posing him, the only problem is you got to be careful because it stretches that mesh real tight. So you got to be careful with that. It looks like maybe a ball joint on the foot or some sort of, yeah, I mean, you can look at, you can turn this whole thing around. That's cool. Now I've messed around with different poses, and the one that I showed you guys in the beginning, I really, really liked. All right, so I'm gonna mess with the blades here and see how easy they are to take out and put back in, and I will be right back. So now I got the blades in. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, every piece of this dude is sharp and can jack you up. I got stabbed by the spear. Look at that. And the spear's plastic, man. It's not even metal. So this thing is no joke. You gotta be careful, but I suck at posing. The blades were easy to take out and put back in on this. I changed out the hands. Now apparently one hand can hold the spear, and this hand actually is for the dagger. But he looks like he's ready to fuck shit up right here, which I love. I think it's awesome. Now I do like the regal kind of look that I had him in before, where he's standing there holding his spear, holding his helmet with his cape drawn. It just looks cool, man. But this looks pretty badass too, I gotta be honest. Now, the proportions on this thing are absolutely perfect. I love this. For my first Hot Toys, I will say, hell yeah, this is the Hot Toy for me. This is the first one that ever actually made me pull the trigger and get one because it looks so ridiculous. Now, I do want to collect the other Predators, and I'm pissed because now I've been going crazy looking for all these other different Predators. At the end of the day, guys, the accessories that come with this, 3 pairs of hands, the 3 sets of blades, the dagger, the spear, and the helmet. This is probably my favorite Hot Toys Predator. I just love this thing. It was the one that made me say, you know what, I'm getting it, god damn it. So, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this Predator, what you think of Hot Toys, and in general, what you think about me showing you this Hot Toys. Hopefully you guys like it. I plan on getting more in the near future so we can check these out again. Thanks for joining me, Grumpy Nation. You are the best. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not. And I'm out. Peace.